Hi everyone, welcome back to Discover and Learn. We all have our likes and dislikes. We love doing something and we hate doing something as well, right? For example, while learning to speak English fluently and confidently, there are lots of things we enjoy doing and we don't enjoy doing, or we just hate doing, right? Make sense? Yes, we all have our likes and dislikes. So, whatever we do, we have an opinion about it. In the same way, while learning this language or going through English fluency journey, we have a lot of things, a lot of opinions about it. There are lots of things which we love doing and there are many things which we do not like doing. Like we don't like studying grammar, isn't it? Same here. I also never enjoyed grammar. But then, of course, when you start gaining confidence in speaking English fluently, it doesn't matter how much grammar you know. And that's true. So, you don't have to worry on that. You don't have to give an examination. You don't have to pass an English exam anyways. You just have to speak English fluently and confidently. So, likewise, there are lots of other things which we do not enjoy doing. So, today in this session, what I'm going to discuss is things I love and hate doing during my English fluency journey. So, in this case, I'm going to discuss about mine or my likes and dislikes. What you can do is, guys, you also are going through the same process, right? You are also learning the same language. You're also trying to achieve fluency and confidence in speaking English. So you are also in this journey. So what you can do right now is you can take this topic of what you love doing and what you hate doing during this English fluency journey, and you can start speaking on it. You have to stop for a while, start analyzing your journeys, come up with your thoughts of your likes and dislikes, and start speaking on it. And guys, it's not only about this. In this way, you'll get to know what else you can start doing and what you need to discard, right? If you don't enjoy doing something, there's no use of taking it forward, right? So that is why it will be an introspection of your efforts also. You'll get to know what you should continue to do and what you should stop right now. So today in this video, I'm going to talk about what I love doing and what I hate doing during my English fluency journey or during my English speaking journey. Okay, on that note, guys, welcome back to my channel. I am your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. And if you have accepted my 30 days English speaking challenge, quickly subscribe my channel so that you don't miss on any topic to speak on for 30 days. Like and share my videos. Don't forget to press the notification icon so that you get all my videos on time, free of cost, and access to all the amazing content on this channel. What you have to do is stay tuned, stay connected, and watch my entire video to master this skill. So let's begin with my likes and dislikes. Let's begin with this topic. To learn this language or to acquire confidence and fluency, it takes a lot of efforts and it takes a lot of time. So that is why I call it a journey. And in this journey, we try a lot of different kind of things, right? We feel that, we should come up with a lot of new activities or tips or tricks or techniques we should follow so that we can start speaking English fluently and confidently in no time. And for that, we come up with a lot of things. We start reading things, we start listening to stuffs, we start speaking, we start writing and whatnot. Right? We combine everything together and we come up with a study plan and we start executing it. But during this execution, there are lots of times when we start getting bored or we start getting frustrated or we start getting irritated and we start feeling that there is no improvement, right? This happens to all of us. It has happened to me. It has happened to you as well, right? But that is not the end of the world, guys. We have to overcome that phase. We have to go beyond that. And at that very point, when you get stuck or feel that it is not possible for you or you are just trying to give up, you have to start thinking. You have to pause and start thinking why it is happening to you. And that is called introspection, and that is called analyzing the situation. You should stop and take a moment to analyze what didn't work for you or why you have come to this stage. And that is why this topic is very important, guys. If you start speaking on this topic, if you start collecting your ideas and thoughts on what you love doing and what you hate doing during your fluency journey, this stage will never come. You will know what is working for you, you will know what you are enjoying and what is helping you and what is not helping you and what is really irritating you or frustrating you or making you bored. Okay, the time you realize that, stop doing that activity, stop doing that task, stop doing that thing. And then maybe later on, if you feel that this is important, then later on you can take it ahead. Okay, but then you can stop it for the time being, so that you don't get distracted or demotivated. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about my likes and dislikes during my fluency journey. So listen to it. It might be one of your reasons as well. So coming to the likes, or what I enjoyed during my English fluency journey. As I told you that very late I've realized that, and I started taking initiatives during my hostel life. So we used to collect together and we used to have GD sessions, like group discussion sessions, so that we can start speaking in English. We can get comfortable with speaking to people in groups. Okay, so that was the only motive of starting with a group discussion. Okay, so we took a lot of initiatives at that time, and what I enjoyed the most was this group discussion sessions. Initially, it was very boring for us, all of us, because we were not able to speak. Okay, but then when we came prepared, we decided a topic beforehand, we prepared on those topics, we came up with pointers, and then we came together and spoke on it. It was much easier. So once that stage happened, once I realized that this is working for me, like, coming up with the topic, preparing for it, coming up with pointers and practicing speaking on it, and then actually going and speaking with others on that topic. This process helped me a lot. And once it helped me, I started enjoying that process. And trust me on this, guys, this was the only process which really helped me to speak confidently and fluently. Yes, because it was not just one day we practiced. We have taken hundreds of topics, and every single day continuously we practiced this in this way. So this was a process or a technique or a practice session which I really enjoyed. Okay, taking up a topic, preparing for it, doing some research on it, preparing for it, coming up with pointers, practicing it in front of the mirror or doing self-talk. Okay, probably to myself, I used to speak to myself on that topic, and once I was a little confident about it that I can speak to people on that, with others also on that, then we collected together and we started speaking on that topic, and it really helped me a lot. And this process was very quick as well. I was able to pick up the language very fast. I was able to pick up the process very fast because I came up with ideas, right? It was just ideas. It was just pointers, not sentences. So you have to get in practice of expressing that idea in your own sentences. So it won't happen in one day. It will take some time. But if you practice it on your own and then go and practice with others, it is really going to help you. Okay, so this entire process really helped me to speak English confidently and fluently very quickly. Try this method and I'm sure this is going to help you and you will enjoy this process as well, like I did. The second thing which I loved doing was I started taking small initiatives. Initially, it was very difficult for me to gather that courage and go up on stage or in front of everybody to speak up. It was very difficult. But trust me on it, guys, if you start taking that initiative, if you take that courage and start believing in yourself and think that no, I'm going to do this, it is going to work for you. So what I tried doing was I started taking small initiatives, like there was a Teachers' Day celebration in college. Okay, which was very individualized. Like, every class started, doing a small activity for teachers. That's it. It was not a big event at that time. Like, everybody collected together and that was an event. It was not like that. Individual class has to do that. So what I did, I took that initiative of coming up with a small game for the teachers and the students. So I went there, and when the teachers came, we all, wished Happy Teachers Day. There was a cake cutting, and then I took that initiative and started playing a game with every one of us. Initially, I was very nervous, but the time I started, it went off very well. So, yes, I did prepare it beforehand. It was not random. It was not on the spot. If I would have not prepared for that, I would have gone blank. I could have not done that. Right, but I prepared it beforehand. I knew what I have to say, how I have to start, what is the game's rules, what should I speak in front of the class, what should I speak in front of the teachers. So I prepared everything beforehand, and I went and I delivered it on the spot. It was a wonderful experience. This really boosted up my confidence a lot, and it helped me to take more initiatives. So what I did next time, there was a guest lecture, and one of my teachers asked me that if I can introduce that guest. So I said yes, and I took that initiative. My teacher gave me a script. I read the script many times. I rehearsed it, and then on that day I went on stage and I delivered my speech. It was a small speech, but it was beautiful. It was a wonderful experience, and I loved it. Everybody was sitting in the seminar hall, and I delivered that speech. So it was a wonderful experience. So these small initiatives, if you start taking, your confidence will start getting boost. Your confidence will boost up, and in return it will help you to become fluent in speaking in English. So these small initiatives help me to boost my confidence and enhance my fluency. Okay, and apart from that, the lots of events I participated in, which I hosted the event, and so on and so forth, a section of the event. So I did those things, and in this way I started enjoying public speaking. Yes, it means speaking in front of public, in front of people. So I started enjoying. So these two things really helped me to become fluent and confident in speaking in English very quickly. Okay. So I was in college, I got ample opportunities. Probably you might not be in college right now, or you might be a professional. So you might think how I am going to do it. Guys, it's very easy. You can come up with a birthday celebration at home. You have your siblings, you have your kids, you have your family members, whoever it is. Come up with a small birthday party. We all celebrate birthday parties, right? Come up with a game and organize that game in English for kids. Today, nowadays, kids know English, right? They speak in English. You can come up with a small speech in English for your parents, for your siblings, anybody else, right? This is the way you can start taking up opportunities and gaining confidence and gaining fluency. In offices, there's somebody's birthday party, or there's a meeting going on, or if there is some annual event or any celebration going on, take that initiative, go and volunteer for that event. During the meetings, prepare some questions and answers or something, and then speak on it during the meetings. Okay, take initiative, guys. I know it's very difficult to gather that courage to speak initially, and it has happened to me also. It took a lot of courage. I was cold. I was blank. But then I thought, no, I cannot miss this opportunity. I will do it. And I gave my 100%. I prepared well in advance. So you can prepare in advance, and then you can go and do it, perform, or you can contribute, right? Or you can speak up. This is really going to help you to boost your confidence. And once you gain confidence in doing certain things, it will help you to gain fluency and more confidence over a period of time. So take advantage of the opportunities and speak up in English in front of people. Yes, that is very important. Now, coming to my dislikes, what I hated most doing while learning English. The first thing, as I mentioned, grammar. Grammar was something which was very confusing for me, and I really never paid much attention to grammar. And to your surprise, guys, I have never paid attention during my practice sessions also. I never paid attention to grammar. I knew simple sentence constructions, I knew basic sentences, basic grammar rules like, how to use tenses and parts of speech. I have these basics covered very well. I knew this, and then I started speaking. And slowly, while after listening to a lot of stuffs and reading a lot of stuffs, you get to know other rules also. So it's not difficult at all, guys. But yes, you need to read a lot and you need to listen to stuffs in English a lot, which I really did. I have read a lot of novels. I have read a lot of storybooks. I have read a lot of magazines. I have read a lot of newspaper. I have read a lot of autobiographies, and I've listened to a lot of stuffs in English. So that was something which I was really interested in. I was always very interested in reading, and I never gave up on reading. I think that helped me to understand the sentence construction very well, and some grammar rules are such that, when you read something or listen to same thing again and again, okay, this is something which goes together, or this is how the sentence is made. So you get to realize that. So that is why listening carefully on a focused way or reading out loud really helps. And that has helped me to understand the grammar rules to speak proper English. So that is one thing which I hated, the grammar thing. But I made sure the basics is intact, and then rest of it I picked up by reading in English. I read a lot in English. So that helped me. So this is one thing which I really hated doing. The second thing which I hated doing was whenever, in the class or anywhere else, when during the class professor or any teacher ask a question, and you have to raise your hand and you have to answer that question. In spite of knowing all the answers, since I was not very confident in speaking in English, I couldn't take that courage to get up and answer that question. And whenever somebody else's answers, and then I used to regret, why didn't I stand up? I knew the answer very well. Okay, so that was another thing which I hated doing, raising up my hand and speaking up during class. And why? Just because I was not very confident in speaking in English. Right? I knew the answer very well. I know I will be able to give the correct answer, but I didn't have that confidence in myself, in my English. So that is why I was not able to. And whenever somebody asked a question, or if they pointed at me and asked me a question also, I was not able to deliver. I was very nervous. I started speaking broken English. So that was also something which I hated doing, like standing up in class and speaking up on any topic or answering any question. But then over the period of time, as I told you, that I went to college and we started practicing English speaking, and we had a lot of group discussions, and then I started taking small initiatives, and then came the biggest part wherein I have to give presentations. Like we all have to give presentations during MBA, right? So I also did my MBA, and at that time when I started doing my MBA, I also have to give a lot of presentations. So that was a turning point when I actually have to prepare my presentation on my laptop, come up with a description about it, and go and present in front of the class and the teacher. So that was a turning point in my life. And then when I started giving these presentations, back-to-back presentations, it really helped me a lot. It made me confident, it made me fluent, it made me less nervous, and it actually helped me to overcome my fears of speaking in front of people when I was pointed out, like, now it's your turn. Okay, so giving presentations, coming up with presentations, preparing presentations and giving presentations really helped me to overcome this fear of speaking in front of the class when I was asked to. Okay, So these two things which I hated doing, but then over the period of time, there were certain activities which really helped me to overcome that. Grammar thing I told you, reading helped me a lot, right? And taking care of basic things like parts of speech and tenses helped me to overcome that. Next thing was, when I was pointed out and I was asked a question, I was not able to, because I was not very confident, or any question was asked in front of the class and I knew the answer, but I couldn't get up and answer that question again. So what helped me? Giving presentations, because everybody knew it's your turn. You also know now it's your turn. You have to go and give the presentation in front of everyone, right? So that is what. So giving presentations helped me a lot in gaining confidence and delivering my presentation in front of everyone effortlessly. But not initially. It took some time for me to become effortless, or for me to become flawless. Okay. But initially, yes, I was very nervous. I was a little blank. I used to forget things that happened. But over the period of time, I started taking initiatives. I prepared it beforehand. I came up with the slides. I came up with the pointers. And I practiced it multiple times before going and giving the presentation in front of the class. And that practice helped me. And that practice helps everybody. So that is why I focus on practice sessions only. And the right way to practice is the key to success. So guys, that's it for today. I'll see you in my next session. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, keep watching, and keep exploring. See you. Bye-bye and take care. And don't forget to like my video.